Hey y'all, I'm back with the memory planner process video, and this is for the Hip Kit Club for July 24th through the 30th. And I'm still using the July kits as well. And I have pulled my pages out of my planner and I have them sitting on my desk ready to go. And now I'm going to be cutting down some of the pattern paper to size. So one thing that I've done before for an actual planner spread for planning out my week, but I've never done it for memory planning. And so I went ahead and decided to cut some of the pattern papers down to size to fit in the little boxes. Now I do cut my photos to size, or I do print them to size so that I can fit them in the boxes, but I thought it'd be a fun little addition to cut some of the pattern paper. So that pattern paper that I was using, which is kind of a watercolor background, is designed by Irit Landgraf, I believe. And she's also on the design team for the Hip Kit Club, and she did a wonderful job. They're really pretty, and so I decided to use some of those pieces and then also some pieces from the On a Whim collection. I'm going to take the papers off of my desk and set them to the side because I know at this point that I'm pretty much done cutting up paper. So the next thing I'm going to do is pull this washi. I love this washi. It is Carpe Diem, I believe, and it just has some really pretty summery colors, and I decided to use that at the bottom right hand side and then also at the top left hand side. I feel like sometimes adding something like so that your eye moves diagonally really I think makes it look a lot nicer, but I thought about putting it just all the way across the page at the bottom, but I decided to kind of mix it up a little bit. And I really like the way that that turned out. And the next thing I'm going to do is start to adhere down my pattern paper. So first I'm going to place them in the spots that I think I may want them. And then the next thing I'll do is start using my adhesive to adhere those down. So at this point, I've sped it up a little bit because it was taking me a little bit of time to get these exactly where I wanted them. And now I'm going to add in my photos, and I'm going to try to spread them out a little bit. To be honest, I wasn't exactly sure where some of these photos fell as far as like on the week or which day of the week. And so I knew that I had a few photos for my sister's shower, so I obviously knew that that fell on the Saturday. But then there were a couple of photos throughout the week that I took, and I couldn't remember exactly when I had taken them, and I could just guess. And so I went ahead and just placed the photos kind of just around the page in no particular order. And I know probably memory planning is more about like daily, I guess, being able to fit your pictures in there daily. I didn't have anything for every single day, or I didn't have a picture for every day. And I think for the most part, I got it pretty chronologically correct. And so I just went ahead and rolled with that. So now I have pulled the Amy Tangerine sticker book, and I've found a few stickers that I want to use. And I've used quite a bit of these stickers, and I'll be honest, I'm not a big clear sticker person. Or okay, let me rephrase. I was not a big clear sticker person before the planner world. I really actually didn't care for them at all in scrapbooking. And then I started using them in my planner, and I really fell in love with them. I don't know what it is. I guess because I think you do less layering in a planner. I do like to layer, like as you see, like I did on the right side with the pineapple and the camera. I do have a piece of pattern paper and then the pineapple and the camera over it, and I do like that look. But I feel like scrapbooking is just so much more layering, and it's hard for me sometimes to layer clear stickers. I'm not really quite sure how to do that. It's just a lot easier to do it with ephemera, in my opinion. And so using them on a planner, I feel like is perfect. And so I will accept any clear stickers that I get from this point on, as far as like either in kits or with an order that I make, or with new lines or collections that come out, because I feel like they go so perfectly in memory planning and in regular planning as just decoration. And then also I do use them in my project life too, and I think they look really neat on photos when you have like white space, and I do try to like keep that in mind when I find one that I think will go well on a photo that has a lot of white space. I try to use it there as well. So I'm just using my journaling with the same pen that I was using in my project life video before this one. I talked about it there, but if you haven't seen that video, I'll just kind of mention it again. This is an Inkjoy pen by Papermate, and I am obsessed with it. I went and bought more because I just bought one to test it out, and I really, really liked it. I'd heard good things about it, that it doesn't smear, but it still writes really smooth like butter, and so I went ahead and bought it and am in love with it, and so I've been using it nonstop. So I am journaling about the planner giveaway that I did, and then I'm also journaling about how me and my daughter were looking at my scrapbook albums, or one of my Project Life albums, I believe. And then I am going to add a couple more stickers. I just kind of felt like I needed a little bit more. I am going to add some more journaling. I just wasn't sure about some of the other blank spaces, and so I do decide to fill those in just a little bit with some ephemera, but also with some journaling. So right now I'm looking at I have a little tray that has a bunch of ephemera sitting next to me, and I am pulling some of the Amy Tangerine on a whim ephemera, and I really liked this pink, kind of like a pink foiled camera. And I decided since I added it there that I needed to add something with that same color at the top right, just because I felt like it was a little out of place with all the rest of the stuff going on. And so I decided to add a little bit of some more of that pink there. And then I'm also adding some more clear stickers. Sorry, my mind went blank for a second. And then also some more, well, I guess more clear stickers out of this book. And then I think I finished up with the ephemera. Oh, I guess I was going to mention that I add more journaling as well. So now I'm pulling this little wood veneer set. This is exclusive, and it's got some really cute icons on it, but I wasn't too sure about using it on the spread. But then I realized the back side was just like kind of a monthly recap, and so it wasn't actually another spread that I'd be working on. So it ended up working out just fine, but probably would be a little bit too bulky if I was going to be working on the back side. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any thoughts or questions or comments or whatever, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.